Good day, grade 8 students. So, I'm Miss Aica, your math tutor. So, for today's lesson, we are going to illustrate and find the slope of a line given a graph. So, we are going to discuss first the different types of our slope. So, para mas madali na nating ma-identify yung mga slope mamaya kapag nakita na natin yung isang graph. So, ang pagtingin at ang pagbasa sa ating graph ay from left to right. So, for our first graph, ito siya. So, kung titingnan nyo siya simula sa kaliwa papunta sa kanan, it is what? Pataas. So, if the graph of a line or if the graph of an equation is upward, that will become, or the slope of that is a positive. Or the slope is positive. Basta yung graph niya ay pataas. So, next, our second graph. So, kung makikita niya from left to right, siya ay pababa. So, kung siya naman ay pababa, automatically, the slope is negative. And, for the third one, kapag ang slope or ang line natin ay pahiga, which is horizontal line, the slope is 0. Just 0. Basta siya ay horizontal line. And kapag siya naman ay vertical line, which is straight po dapat, hindi pa slant. So, kapag siya ay vertical line, the slope is undefined. So, always remember the four types of slope. So, first one is the positive slope, kung saan siya ay pataas from left to right. And the second one is the negative slope, kung saan siya ay pababa from left to right. And if it is horizontal line or it forms a horizontal line, the slope is 0. And if it forms a vertical line, the slope is undefined. So, now, we are going to discuss how can we find or solve for the slope of a line if we have a graph. So now we are going to discuss the slope of a line given the graph. So we are going to use this form. So we have m, or the slope, which is equal to rise over run. So yung rise, that is the change in y. So meaning, siya yung pagbabago sa position sa y-axis. And run is the change in x. So, yan naman yung pagbabago sa position ng ating x value sa x-axis. So, for example, we have this graph. So, we have here a point and another point. So, connect the 2 points, we will form a straight line. So, this point is at the position 1, 1. And this point is negative 2 and negative 2. So, kapag sinabi nating rise, bibilangin natin yung pagitan ng points sa ating y-axis through the use of the y-axis. Then, kapag sinabi namang run, bibilangin natin yung pagitan ng dalawang points sa ating x-axis. So, first, dahil siya ay rise, we are going to get first the change in y. So, from this point, aakyat tayo hanggang sa makatapat natin yung second point. So, bilang lang tayo, mag-step forward lang tayo. We have 1, 2, 3. So, we have 3 steps upward. So, that is positive 3 for the numerator. And for the denominator, bilangin naman natin yung change in the x-axis. So, from this, pupunta tayo dito sa point na to. So, we have 1, 2, 3. So, we have 3 steps. Therefore, run is 3. Then, simplify your fraction if it can be simplified. So, 3 over 3 or 3 divided 3, that is 1. Therefore, our slope for this graph is 1. Another example. dun sa una nating example, we all know that the slope of it is positive. Why? Because, kung titingnan natin siya dito sa ating graph, from left to right, siya ay pataas. Now, look at our second graph. So, kung titingnan nyo siya from left to right, makikita nyo, siya ay pababa. Meaning, yung ating magiging slope is negative. So, ilagay na natin, m is equal to our negative slope. Okay, so now we're going to get its rise. So, dahil siya ay pababa, pwede nating bilangin siya pababa, kaya siya negative. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, we have 6 steps sa ating rise. And for the run, so, pumunta lang tayo sa point na to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, another 6 steps from our left to right, which is the run. So, simplify, the answer will be negative 1. So, the slope of this graph is negative 1. So, ganun lang kadali yung paggamit ng rise over run or change in y over change in x. So, siya ay naka-fraction form. But you can simplify it kung kaya naman siyang i-simplify katulad nito. Kaya mahalaga din yung 4 types of slope natin para pagtingin nyo pa lang dun sa ating graph, alam nyo na kung ang slope ay positive, negative, 0, or undefined. Okay, another example. So, we have this graph which will form a horizontal line. So, if the graph shows a horizontal line, therefore, the slope will be 0 because we have no change in y. Siya ay nasa x-axis lamang or yung form ng x-axis lang, which is the run. So, 0 yung ating change in y, kaya ang slope niya ay 0. For the next example, so this graph will form a straight line. So, what will be the slope? Yes, very good. The slope of this graph is undefined because we have no change in x. So siya ay naka-form ng vertical. So, isang tingin nyo pa lang sa graph, alam nyo na agad kung siya ay negative, positive, 0, or undefined. For our last example, okay, dito sa last example, sabayan nyo ako sa pagkuha ng ating slope. Okay, again, hindi nagpantay yung ating line. Okay, so we have this point and this point. So, always remember the rise over run. So, now we're going to count first the rise for our numerator. So, from this point, aakit tayo hanggang sa tapat nitong point na to para makuha natin yung change in y. So, ilang steps ang gagawin natin? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, katapat na natin itong point na to. So, for the rise, we have 7. And for the run, from this point up to this point, bilangin natin kung ilang steps. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So, the rise is 7 and the run is 8. Therefore, our slope here is 7/8. So, ganun lang kumuha ng slope of a line kung given yung ating graph. Bibilangin nyo lang yung steps ng change in our y and yung steps ng change in our x. So, yun yung magiging rise over run. So, see you again on our next lesson. Thank you, grade 8. Bye!